This video is all about Jardín travel. I'll take you to Quas Splendor and so many other amazing spots in the most underrated city in Colombia. Were you expecting Jardín to be this colorful?
Bienvenidos a Jardín.
My last stop in Colombia was Medellin, the city of eternal spring. Click on the link above and check out the video for some amazing travel inspiration. Welcome to the Garden of Colombia. The town is literally called Jardín. I am in the coffee region and this place is unique. I've never been to any place like this. I'll give you a little hint. You will need swimming shorts, umbrella and jackets all at the same time. This place is absolutely crazy. But the reason for coming here is because it's not overly touristic and it's stunning. You'll get to see all the things you need to do. So I'm spending 3 days here and I will explore like a mix of everything. By the way, this place is like waterfall central. There's so many, there's like one every few steps. I'm absolutely amazed. So let's start exploring Jardín together. Buenos dias from Jardín. Well, I got here yesterday. I took the bus from Medellin South Terminal and it was supposed to take 3 hours. It took 4.5 and it's only 78 kilometers. There was a festival here yesterday with something to do with horses and it was quite interesting. But I was honestly seriously exhausted after like that bus ride. So I just went and sleep and I'm here to sit and enjoy the town square. Let me show you around a bit, have my breakfast and then I'll explore more of Jardín. The main cathedral is located here and it's definitely worth stepping inside. It is quite an imposing building, actually the biggest one in Jardín, and the square all around is seriously colorful. This square is the beating heart of Jardín. Everything happens around here. Most of the time when you need a motor taxi, this is where you will find one as well. Every single building is painted in a different set of colors and they are all really vibrant and beautiful. If there's one thing Jardín is not, it's dull. One thing that makes Jardín travel easy is that it's quite small. The city can be easily explored in 2 hours and that's exactly what I did. People in Jardín are amazingly friendly. There are a lot of cafes, little restaurants and so many beautiful hotels. Do step into some, you will find some beautiful interiors. Were you expecting Jardín to be this colorful? Honestly, I wasn't. I thought it was mostly about hiking and views and that's pretty much it, but I am in love, seriously. So, talking about beautiful, I've got another place for you and this is the viewpoint of Cristo Rey where I'm here to get my lunch. So apparently they have a really good grill and it comes with amazing spectacular views. What's not to like? To get here you need to get a motor taxi. The walk is quite long and muddy. So come here on a motor taxi, you can walk back down to the town. I'm gonna go get my lunch, show you what that looks like and also the viewpoint. Let's go. The lunch was delicious and the view made it even better. Look at this amazing view. By the way, the restaurant is really popular, especially on the weekends and on holidays. So do call and book your place in advance. Otherwise, you'll have a long queue. It was Colombia and the Jardín travel that made me realize how underrated this country is. Look at this view. How could you not fall in love with this? That's what you call lunch with a view, eh? So apparently there are 3 waterfalls and it's time to burn all those calories. Let's go see how many of those I can actually discover. It's like a 3-kilometer walk and apparently easy. We'll find out. Weather changes really quickly and it rains pretty much every day here and you don't know when it will rain and how long it's for. So make sure to bring some good shoes that can withstand the mud and also an umbrella. I mean, this is what most of the paths look like. Oh, and download maps.me app. It is much more accurate than Google here, seriously. If you click on that subscribe button, I will bring you some more amazing travel destinations every week. So click on it now. It started off as a nice little path and then it got muddy. Well, when I got to the first waterfall, it was still pretty manageable, but to the second waterfall, it got seriously muddy. So yeah, this is what the track has turned into. And my feet are like going straight in. Super slippery, so I don't think I'm gonna continue because I don't see anyone here if I get into trouble. So I think it's wiser to turn back and get into the town. I am a quitter after all, yay! Colombia is my new travel favorite and I have a lot more information for you. So click on the link above and check out my Colombia playlist. Look, I found a really beautiful point. You can see all of Jardín, especially the cathedral from here. Oh, for me, I think that's enough adventure for one day. I need to go take a shower and wash my shoes. That was fun though. And yeah, then get some dinner and ready for tomorrow. We have some more stuff tomorrow, so see you in the morning. I was walking back to town when I discovered Cafe Jardin, and this place has another beautiful view of the entire town. So I got some tea and some refreshments and just looked over this beautiful town. I can never get over how beautiful this place is. Getting around Jardin is quite fun actually, because you get around on these. They're called motor taxis here. Rickshaw, tuk-tuk, whatever you call it. But they're really fun, and the good thing is they have the price list at the back at set prices, so you don't need to haggle. Let's go to town! Buenos dias! Well, I have to give it to Colombians. They really know how to party. So I was walking around in the town after dinner, and the square is really beautifully lit. The cathedral is beautifully lit, and the whole place is like so lively. I'm really happy I'm actually here during the Colombian holidays, despite there being a lot of people. So it's a nice morning. The sun has come out, luckily, and we are going to a special place. This one actually. So more details on the way. We left around 11 a.m., got on our Jeep and started heading out of town. Now I thought it would be a little bit more like Cristo Rey and a little bit higher, but I didn't know we were going into the cloud forest. So we started going up this narrow road, we turned into a dirt path, and finally we were in the cloud forest. Wow, the views were absolutely amazing. I actually got out of the Jeep and stood behind to get the full appreciation of this view. We got to the dirt path, left the Jeep, and there was a little bit of a walk when we got to the finca, where we were given this nice little tea which is made with sugarcane. And then after a little bit of waiting, like 10-15 minutes, the sun actually came out and it completely opened up, which was amazing. Welcome to Quas Splendor, one of the most incredible things you can do with Jardin travel. After 15 more minutes, we started heading down to the waterfall and the cave. It was quite steep, it was quite slippery, and it actually started raining again. We stopped at this one point, which was really beautiful and almost felt like it was out of a calendar. But then we kept going on. We had to cross this river, which was really nice and fun. And finally, we got to the cave. From the moment I walked into Quas Splendor, honestly, the only thing I could say was wow. The name Quas Splendor literally means a splendid cave, and it is a really apt name. After about half an hour there, we were all happy. The full extent of my swimming was just dipping my feet because the water was actually really cold. And even though I brought my swimming suit, I was actually happy with just dipping my feet in. We started our hike back up, and then after about half an hour, we were all the way up again. And I was soaking wet because it was raining all the way up there. We started our journey back, and the Jeep ride was even more amazing because this time I was just standing all the way down, and the clouds made the place absolutely amazing. I just can't describe how amazing it is. Just look at this for yourself, seriously. We got back to the town. I took a nice little shower, and then I headed to La Garucha, which is another little fun thing you can do in Jardin. So I got the tickets, and there's this little dingy cable car that took all the way up where I enjoyed the view for the rest of the evening until it closed. A nice little cafe with an amazing view of the entire city as well as the mountains. And to give you a really good idea of how quickly the weather changes in Jardin, have a look at this hyperlapse. I will see you in the morning. Buenos dias! It's the driest day in Jardin for me, and I'm taking full advantage of it. So I had a quick breakfast, and then I walked through this little entrance, which is really beautiful, and the way here has been amazing. If it was up to me, I would call it the way of butterflies, because I saw so many of them. So this little one is called Cascadita. It's like a mini waterfall. Let me show you this, and then we have one more big one and a big surprise for you. Let's go! Turns out our next two stops are all in one place. So I got the ticket, and now I'm waiting for Mario and his grandson for the little tour. I'm just gonna say they're not dangerous, that's all. Let's go check them out. This entire cave was dug up by hand, and these little fellows live in here and actually taken care of by Mario and his family. I wasn't talking about Mario and his grandson, by the way. I was talking about these cute little bats and their adorable faces. And the best part is, these lead to a really beautiful little private waterfall. And these are the guardians of this cave. They're on both entrances. Let's go check out the waterfall now. As if this place was not incredible enough, look at the river that flows right by, and it takes you deep into this beautiful valley. Jardin travel is truly rewarding, don't you think? That waterfall at the end was an amazing surprise. I really loved it. It's time to head back to town, get some lunch, and we have one more place to cover. So it is special, but the problem is it only opens between 3 and 5:30 every day. So you can't go there in the morning. Let's go check it out. I found a restaurant nearby that was even more amazing. Really welcoming, friendly staff, great food, and amazing view. There are so many more tours and activities you can do here. Honestly, if you stayed here a month, you'd be able to do a new hike every day and not run out of things. So there's one actually which seemed quite interesting. It's a hard hike, but it covers 7 waterfalls. I'm a little short on time, and I wanted to do a mix of everything, so I decided not to do it. You're very welcome to join them. The other thing I won't be doing is the coffee tour, because I've seen it happening so many times. I don't even drink coffee, so I don't see any point of going checking it out, etc., etc. But you're very welcome to join them as well. Let's continue. I'm outside Jardín de Rocas, and this is an incredibly special place, and I'm so happy I came here and didn't skip it. So it is a place where you come to see some birds, and there's such incredible variety in such a small place. There's not a cage or anything. The lady has some feeder section, and the birds come and go as they please, and it is an incredible thing. So when I got here, it was raining cats and dogs, and I thought I wasn't going to be able to see anything. But then the rain stopped, and they came, and there was so much fun. So initially, I was trying to run around, trying to see them, and I got tired. Then I sat in the canopy, and I let them come to me, and that was incredible. Have a look, enjoy it. The canopy and garden both were utter bliss, and the little drama with each new bird arriving, it is really something to watch out for. I could just sit here and watch it all day. Here's another fun fact for you. Colombia is the second most biodiverse country in the world, and there are around 2,000 bird species here. I need to go pack my bags. I'm a little bit cold as well. Probably gonna get some tea first. I took the most incredible bus ride of my entire life through the Andes, through the cloud forest, tons of waterfalls, through an amazing route that was also a little dangerous. Well, I am here now in the Coffee Triangle, visiting Salento, Finlandia, and obviously the gorgeous Kokora Valley. So click on the link above and meet me here. If you don't, this is what you'll miss.